My child, I see the way you keep listening for sounds in the night, trying to protect what you love. I see you pausing when the house finally gets quiet, and instead of your body relaxing, your mind starts scanning. You check the locks again. You glance at the hallway. You listen for footsteps that aren't there. You replay every what if, like it's your responsibility to prevent every possible storm. And I am not angry with you for wanting to cover your family. I am not disappointed in your protective heart. I see the way you've been strong in the daylight, and then the hidden fear tries to speak loudest when no one is watching you. Intrusive thoughts about your children, what you cannot follow them into, what you cannot screen, what you cannot predict. Thoughts about your marriage. What if the distance grows? What if the words don't heal? What if love feels thin again? Thoughts about finances. What if it's not enough? What if something breaks? What if you can't catch up? Thoughts about safety, sickness, sudden phone calls, and silent battles in the body. And even the things no camera can catch, the tone in a conversation, the weight in a room, the spiritual pressure you can't explain but you can feel. You didn't arrive here by accident. You didn't stumble into this moment because you were simply scrolling or searching. I have drawn you here because I want you to hear me clearly. I am guarding what you cannot watch over. I am covering what your eyes cannot stay open for. I am standing where you can't stand. I am watching the doors you forgot existed. You have been trying to do a holy job with human strength, and you have been wearing yourself down as if peace is something you must earn by constant vigilance. But listen to me, beloved. You can breathe. You can rest. You can stop striving to control the unseen. You are not the shepherd of this home. You are not the savior of your family. You are not the keeper of every outcome. Give me the burden you learned to carry. Give me the fear you hid behind responsible habits. Give me the thoughts that circle like wolves at the edge of your mind. Let my presence settle over you like a blanket. Let your shoulders unclench. Let your chest loosen. You are safe. And we are going to walk through this together. We will go room by room and relationship by relationship under the covering of Psalm 23. We will speak peace into the places where tension has lived. We will call protection over the places where worry has camped. We will bring my promises to the doorways of your mind and the doorways of your home until fear no longer dictates the atmosphere. Stay with me. And if you want more psalm-based prayers spoken over your home and your family, subscribe so you can keep receiving what I'm building in you. And as an act of agreement for peace over your household, like this, let it be your quiet amen that says, Lord, I receive your guard. I receive your rest. Listen, my beloved, Psalm 23 is not a distant poem for someone else's life. It is my active leadership over your living room, your hallway, your marriage, your children, your nights, your mind. When you whisper, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, you are not reciting something fragile. You are speaking a covering over your household. You are announcing to fear, to chaos, to everything unseen that tries to pace outside your peace. This home is not ownerless. This family is not unattended. This life is not up for grabs. Because fear has been trying to convince you that you are on your own. Fear says, if you don't stay alert, everything will fall apart. Fear says, if you miss one sign, you'll lose what you love. Fear says, it's all on your shoulders. But I say, I am your shepherd. I lead, I provide, I protect, I correct when you're about to wander into what will wound you. I pull you back when your heart starts running in circles. I stand between you and what you cannot see coming. And I do not do this occasionally, when you finally remember to ask. I do this because you are mine. A shepherd over a home is not a title. It is a posture of constant care. It means guidance when you don't know which decision will keep your family steady. It means provision when you're counting and recounting and still wondering how it will stretch. It means correction that is not punishment, but protection, because I love you too much to let confusion lead your house. It means watchfulness, especially at night, when your strength shuts down and your mind tries to stay on duty. My child, I do not sleep. I do not nod off. I do not overlook a single detail you've been trying to manage with exhaustion. While you are lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, I am already standing guard. And when I say I am guarding every door, I mean every door. The front door and the back door, yes, but also the doors you don't think to name. The emotional doors where bitterness tries to slip in through a tone, a look, a history you never resolved. The digital doors where access is quiet, where influence is subtle, where danger wears a familiar face and a harmless link. The spiritual doors where old patterns knock, generational fear knocks, and the enemy looks for agreement in your thoughts. Doors are access points, beloved, and I am not intimidated by how many there are. I am the shepherd. I count what matters. I watch what matters. I shut what must be shut, and I open what I have ordained. So stop calling your home vulnerable when it is shepherded. Stop calling your family exposed when I have placed my name over it. You are not trying to survive in an ownerless house. You are living under my care. And now, let me walk with you through the house you've been trying to hold together. Let me put my peace where your nerves have been. Let me stand in the places you've been guarding with worry. Stay close to me. I will lead you. My child, stay close to me, because the next thing I do will feel unfamiliar to the part of you that has survived by staying tense. You have been bracing for impact for so long that your body forgot what safety feels like. I see the clenched jaw you don't even notice anymore. I see the shoulders that live lifted as if you must hold the whole house up by force. I see the mind that keeps scanning the future like it is a hallway you must patrol. And I am not shaming you for it. I am calling you out of it. Psalm 23 says, I make you lie down in green pastures. Do you hear me? I make you lie down, not because I am harsh, but because I am Father. Because I love you enough to interrupt the spiral. Because you would keep standing until you collapse, thinking exhaustion is the price of love. But I am teaching your nervous system a new language. I am teaching your thoughts to come home. I am teaching your breathing to slow. I am teaching your heart that it does not have to race to be responsible. Come, inhale slowly, exhale gently. Let your tongue rest. Unclench your hands. Let your shoulders drop like heavy bags you are finally allowed to set down. Let my peace settle in this room like a blanket, quiet, warm, steady, covering what your fear kept exposed. And I lead you beside still waters. Still waters are not a mood you manufacture, they are an atmosphere I release. Still waters are the sound of my presence overruling the noise in your mind. Still waters are what happens when you stop trying to control every outcome and you let me shepherd you instead. Because striving has been draining you, beloved. Striving has been stealing your sleep, stealing your softness, stealing your joy. Striving whispers, if you don't hold it, it will fall. But surrender is where strength returns. Surrender is not weakness. Surrender is wisdom. Surrender is you finally agreeing with the truth. You were never meant to be the watchman of your own peace. Rest, then, is not carelessness. Rest is not you leaving your family unprotected. Rest is you trusting my guard. Rest is you declaring that I am at the door while you lie down in the pasture. Rest is you saying to fear, you will not make me pace anymore. Fear says, stay alert or you'll lose everything. But I say, lie down and watch how I keep you. I say, be still and know that I am God. I say, my peace will stand in the hallway while your heart learns to breathe again. So tonight, let the green pasture be inside your home. Let the still waters be inside your chest. Let the air in this house change. I am not only guarding the doors, I am covering the atmosphere. And as my peace takes its place, fear will have less to hold on to. You can rest now. I am here. My child, I am not only standing at the doors while you lie down, I am also walking through what has been happening inside the walls, inside your chest, inside your tone, inside your relationships. Because you have not just been tired in your body, you have been worn in your soul. You have carried silent arguments you never finished, conversations you keep replaying, emotional distance that crept in quietly like nightfall. You have been faithful on the outside while something on the inside felt frayed, smiling while breaking, serving while grieving, loving while burned out, trying to stay patient while resentment whispered, "No one sees how much I hold." I see it. I have seen it, and I am not ashamed of you for feeling it. Psalm 23 does not say, I restore your schedule. It says, I restore your soul. I restore the part of you that has been stretched thin by responsibility, the part of you that has been bruised by disappointment, the part of you that has been numb because feeling too much started to hurt. I am restoring your heart where tenderness went missing. I am restoring your mind where peace was interrupted. I am restoring your sleep where fear kept tapping your shoulder. I am restoring your patience where you have been snapping at the ones you love and then crying in private because you don't recognize yourself. I am restoring your hope where you started expecting the worst, just so you wouldn't be surprised again. And as I restore you, I restore the atmosphere in this house. Because this home was never meant to be a pressure chamber. This home was never meant to be a place where everyone tiptoes around tension, where love feels like effort, where silence feels heavy. I am breathing again in your rooms. I am moving through your hallways with gentleness and authority. Where there's heaviness, I release light. Where there's strain, I release grace. Where there's shame, I release mercy. Where there's bitterness, I release forgiveness. Where there's confusion, I release clarity. Where there's grief, I release comfort that does not rush you, but holds you. Listen to me, beloved. You do not have to keep managing the climate of this home with your emotions. Give me the weight in the air. Give me the sharpness in the words. Give me the history that keeps trying to re-enter like it still has a key. I am restoring what you thought was too far gone. I am healing what you tried to ignore just to make it through the day. You are safe to soften again. Now let me lead you, because protection includes direction. I will not only guard what comes in, I will guide you in the way you should go, so the enemy cannot keep exploiting confusion. Stay close. Follow my voice. I am restoring you, and I am ordering this house. My child, I am ordering this house, and I am also ordering your steps, because you have been living under pressure, and pressure tries to scramble discernment. Confusion has been circling you like a fog, second-guessing every decision, replaying every conversation, wondering if you said too much or not enough, making reactive choices just to stop the anxiety for a moment. And you have felt that vulnerability, even if you couldn't name it. Mixed signals, unclear boundaries, compromises you didn't mean to make, quick agreements that later cost you peace. That is how the enemy exploits a home, not always with a loud attack, but with a quiet confusion that keeps you off balance. But Psalm 23 says, I lead you in right paths for my name's sake. Hear me clearly. I do not lead you into panic. I do not lead you into constant uncertainty. I do not lead you by fear. I lead you by peace, by wisdom, by steady conviction. And I am speaking over you right now. I will show you what to say, what to stop, what to start, and what to ignore. I will teach you which voices are noise and which whispers are mine. I will give you timing when you want to rush. I will give you restraint when you want to react. I will give you courage when you have been shrinking back, hoping the problem will fix itself. And as a parent, as a leader in your home, you have been carrying decisions that feel too heavy. Schedules, friendships, influences, screens, boundaries, the tone of the house, the pace of life. You have been asking, am I doing enough? Am I missing something? What if I choose wrong? Beloved, you are not raising your family alone. I will put wisdom in your spirit that cannot be explained by articles, opinions, or comparison. I will highlight what matters. I will expose what is subtle. I will shut doors that look harmless but are not. I will open doors you were afraid to walk through. I will help you say no without guilt, and yes without fear. I will guard your children by guiding you. And in your marriage, in your relationships, I will lead you in right paths, not just right arguments. I will lead you into humility when pride wants to win. I will lead you into gentle words when anger wants to scorch. I will lead you into the courage to apologize, the strength to repair, the wisdom to wait until the moment is ripe for healing. Some of you have been trying to fix everything with intensity, but I am teaching you restoration with tenderness. I will show you when to speak, and when silence is not avoidance, but peace. And when you are tired, when your head is heavy, when your patience feels thin, when you cannot think one more thought, I am still leading. Psalm 121 says, I neither slumber nor sleep. You may grow weary, but I do not. You may close your eyes, but I keep watch. You may feel foggy, but my guidance does not dim. Even in the night hours when you lie awake trying to solve tomorrow, I am already there, already ahead, already making the crooked places straight. So come, breathe again. Let confusion loose its grip. Let clarity settle into your spirit like still water. I am your shepherd, and my protection is not only a shield, it is a path. And even if you are walking through a valley, you are not unguarded. My leading does not stop when the terrain changes. It becomes even more precise. It becomes even more personal. Stay close to me. I will guide you through. My child, I know the valley. I know the places where the light feels thinner and your breath feels shorter. I know what it is to receive a report that shakes your body, to wait for a call back about work, to stare at numbers and wonder how provision will stretch, to feel legal pressure pressing on your chest like a weight you cannot set down. I see the conflict in family relationships, the tension that makes gatherings feel unsafe, the words that were said and cannot be unheard, the distance that grew while you were trying to keep everyone okay. I see school stress on your children, on you, the deadlines, the behavior changes, the worry that you missed something. I see relocation and the loss of what was familiar, and I see grief that sits in the room even when no one mentions it. And I have not stepped back because your life got hard. I have stepped closer. Psalm 23 does not say, "You will avoid the valley." It says, "Even though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will fear no evil, for I am with you." Hear me. "You will fear no evil" is not wishful thinking. It is a present tense verdict. Fear is not the authority in this house. Fear is not the ruler over your mind. Fear is not the one who gets to decide how you sleep, how you speak, how you parent, how you love. The valley may be real, but evil does not get to own you there, because I am with you there, not watching from a distance, not waiting for you to get stronger, with you. And I did not come into the valley empty-handed. My rod and my staff, they comfort you. The rod is protection, beloved. It is what stands between you and what would devour your peace. It is the strength you cannot produce at 2 a.m. It is the authority that stops what you cannot stop with your own hands. And my staff is guidance and rescue. When you slip, when you feel like you can't find your footing, when your mind starts spiraling down a dark hallway of, "What if?" I hook you back. I pull you close. I lift you from places you thought you would have to crawl out of alone. I do not only defend you, I direct you. I do not only confront what is against you, I carry you when you are too tired to keep walking. So let these words settle, not as poetry, but as covering. You are safe. You are not abandoned. I am here. I am in the hallway with you. I am in the silence between the bad news and the breakthrough. I am in the space where you feel exposed. And because I am here, you will not be swallowed by this valley. You will pass through it. You will not live there. Now, stay with me, because I am going to make my protection practical. I am going to take what feels like a wide open threat and narrow it down to what I guard: access, entry points, doors. The valley tries to make you feel like danger is everywhere at once, like you have to watch everything, manage everything, anticipate everything. But I am teaching you to rest in this truth. I am guarding every door. And in the next breath, I am going to speak over the front door, the back door, the doors you forgot existed, seen and unseen, until your home and your heart remember who stands watch. My beloved, when I say I am guarding every door, I am not speaking only of hinges and handles. I am speaking of access. I am speaking of entry points. I am speaking of anything that tries to get into your home, into your marriage, into your children, into your mind, into your peace, and set up residence as if it belongs. Yes, I am guarding the front door and the back door. I am guarding the locks, the windows, the night sounds that make your heart jump. But I am also guarding the doors that swing without you hearing them: conversations, tones, moods, devices, media, friendships, attitudes, habits, and the invisible openings left behind by trauma that taught you to stay braced. Because some doors are not made of wood. Some doors are made of agreement, a repeated thought that says, something bad is about to happen, a pattern of speaking that keeps fear alive in the air, a habit of scrolling that invites darkness to sit at your table, an unhealed memory that still has keys to your nervous system. And I am not exposing you to shame you. I am revealing this to free you. I am showing you where the enemy has tried to gain access, not because he is stronger than you, but because you were tired and you were human and you were trying to survive. But hear me, survival is not your portion anymore. Shepherded peace is. So I speak my word over every threshold of your household right now. Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No weapon formed against this marriage shall prosper. No weapon formed against your children shall prosper. No weapon formed against your mind shall prosper. No weapon formed against your sleep shall prosper. Weapons may form, beloved, but they will not finish what they planned. They will not cross what I have covered. They will not thrive where I stand guard. I cancel assignments you never saw coming. I dismantle plans that were whispered in the dark. I break the momentum of fear that tried to make your home feel exposed. This house is not easy access. This family is not unprotected. My name is on the doorpost. And now, let me name the doors you forgot existed, the ones fear keeps using because they are quiet. The door of open-ended bitterness, where old words keep replaying and poisoning today. The door of unchecked anxiety, where what if becomes a daily language and your body lives on alert. The door of secret shame, where you hide what hurts and the hiding becomes a handle the enemy tries to pull. The door of generational patterns, anger passed down, silence passed down, addiction passed down, mistrust passed down, divorce passed down, fear passed down, things that tried to live in your bloodline like they had permission. But I am here to tell you that today that cycle ends. I close what has been open too long. I heal what has been bleeding quietly. I restore what has been strained. I guard what you cannot watch. So stop rehearsing what could happen and rehearse what I have promised. Stop pacing the hallway of tomorrow with your imagination and come back into the pasture of my presence. Let my promises be the sound in your mouth when fear tries to narrate your night. Say it until your heart believes it. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. I am guarding every door. Now stay with me, because we are going to walk through this house together. I am going to step into the rooms where life happens, where tension tries to land, where words are exchanged, where peace should live, and I will place my covering there, first in the living spaces, right where you gather and where you've been carrying more than anyone knows. Come closer, beloved, because I am not speaking peace over your home from a distance. I am stepping into it with you, and I am beginning in the living room, the meeting place, the gathering place, the place where everyone's day spills out, where moods collide, where laughter is meant to live, and where tension has tried to take a seat like it belongs. I am sitting where the tension usually lands. I am in the chair where you've replayed the same conversation in your mind. I am in the space where you've felt your heart brace the moment a certain tone enters the room. I see the way one comment can shift the whole atmosphere. I see the way sarcasm has tried to become normal. I see criticism that sounds like honesty but leaves wounds. I see the cold silence that punishes without saying a word. I see the volume that rises when nobody feels heard. And I am not condemning you for what has happened in this room. I am cleansing it. I am shepherding it. So, I speak my Psalm 23 peace into this living room right now. Where voices have been sharp, I release gentleness. Where words have been rushed, I release patience. Where assumptions have filled the gaps, I release truth. Where the enemy has tried to make your family talk past each other, I restore understanding. I set a guard over lips, a guard over reactions, a guard over the air itself. This room will not be a landing strip for frustration. This room will not be an altar to unresolved offense. This room will not carry yesterday's bitterness into today's love. And I am guarding what you welcome in here. I am guarding visitors and gatherings. I am guarding friendships and influences. I am guarding the conversations that happen on your couch, the counsel that is offered, the jokes that hide poison, the energy that enters and tries to linger. Some of you have felt drained after certain people leave, and you didn't know why, but I know. And I am teaching you discernment without paranoia, boundaries without guilt, hospitality without surrendering your peace. This home is shepherded. Not everything gets access. Now, let reconciliation be the oil in this room. Let forgiveness be stronger than offense in this room. Let hearts soften faster than pride in this room. Let apologies come without delay. Let grace be quick. Let love be loud. Let peace be the atmosphere that wins, even when the day was hard and everyone walks in carrying something. And if you are in agreement with me, let your words seal it. Comment it like a declaration, not as a wish. My home is covered in Psalm 23 peace. Say it until the room believes it. Say it until fear loses its voice. Now stay with me, because I am going to step into the kitchen where provision and worry have been wrestling, and where I will remind you again, you shall not want, because I am here. Come with me into the kitchen, my beloved, because this is where so many of your prayers have been whispered without words. This is where you open cabinets and do math in your head. This is where you look at what's left and wonder how long it has to last. This is where bills sit on the counter, where school lists get longer, where unexpected expenses knock like an uninvited guest, where you try to stretch what you have and still feel the ache of, what if it's not enough? And I am not offended by your worry. I am not disappointed in your fear. I see why you've been anxious, because you care, because you are responsible, because you've been the one making it work when no one else saw the pressure. But hear me, Psalm 23 is not only for your emotions, it is for your pantry, it is for your paycheck, it is for your rent and your mortgage. It is for your groceries, your gas, your children's shoes, your medicine, your school needs, your repairs, your phone calls, your deadlines, your budget that has felt like a tightrope. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That means lack will not be your Lord. Scarcity will not be your atmosphere. Fear will not be your advisor. Because I am here, I am shepherding your work. I am shepherding your decisions. I am shepherding what you say yes to and what you say no to. I am giving you wisdom that saves you from traps, restraint that keeps you from panic spending, favor that opens doors you didn't have strength to knock on, and strategy that makes provision multiply with peace. Some of you have been carrying shame because you feel like you should have it all figured out by now. But I say to you, you are not behind. You are being led. You are not failing. You are being shepherded. And I will provide in ways that are steady, practical, and real. So I bless this food in this house. I bless what is prepared and what is shared. I bless the simple meals and the stretched meals. I bless the table, whether it is full or whether it is quiet. Let nourishment enter bodies. Let strength return to weary systems. Let health rise in children and parents, in grandparents and caregivers. Let gratitude break the grip of anxiety. Let this kitchen be free from scarcity thinking, free from the dread that says, we will run out. I say you will have what you need when you need it, because I am your shepherd. And I bless the hands that serve in this room, the hands that pack lunches early, the hands that cook after long shifts, the hands of the single parent making dinner with a tired body and a brave heart, the hands of the exhausted parent stirring a pot while holding back tears. I see you, I honor you, and I am strengthening you. You are not doing this alone. I am in the ordinary with you. I am in the repetition with you. I am in the details with you. And I am turning this kitchen into a place of peace, not pressure. Now stay with me, because I am going to walk down the hallway to the bedrooms where dreams and fears collide, and where I will remind you again, while you sleep, I do not sleep. Come with me down this hallway, beloved, because night has been the place where your strength runs out and your mind starts trying to take over. In the daytime, you can stay busy, you can stay composed, you can outrun the feeling for a while. But when the lights go dim and the house gets quiet, that's when the what if gets louder. That's when memories replay like a film you didn't ask to watch. That's when you check the locks again, and you listen for sounds, and you wonder if rest is safe. Hear me, rest is not vulnerability when I am your shepherd. Rest is restoration. Rest is trust. Rest is you laying down what you were never meant to carry through the night. And I am not shaming you for being afraid when it's dark. You are not failing because you feel afraid at night. You are being held. You are being retaught safety. You are being shepherded. My word says in Psalm 121 that I neither slumber nor sleep. Do you understand what that means for you right now? While your eyes close, mine do not. While your body finally softens, my presence stays alert. While you drift, I remain. Night does not reduce my protection. It intensifies where your strength ends. I stand, watch over your room like a faithful guard, like a father who does not step away. I cover your breathing. I cover your heartbeat. I cover the spaces you cannot monitor. I cover the dreams you cannot control. So I speak to insomnia, and I break its grip. I speak to the mental replay loops, the conversations you keep revisiting, the mistakes you keep punishing yourself for, the future you keep trying to solve at midnight, and I silence them with my peace. I speak against nightmares, against night terrors, against sleep paralysis, and the fear that comes with it, against that sudden jolt that makes you feel like something is in the room. That fear is not your master. That darkness is not your authority. I am here. I am Lord here. Peace, be still. Let a canopy of peace settle over every bed in this house. Let my presence rest on your pillow like gentle oil. Let your room become green pasture, even at 2 a.m. M. Let still waters flow through your nervous system. I command your body to remember safety. I command your mind to release control. I command your spirit to settle into trust. No haunting, no torment, no intruding thoughts, only rest, only covering, only the quiet assurance of my nearness. And now, my beloved, stay with me, because I am not only standing at your door, I am walking to the doors you worry about the most. Now I'm standing at your children's doors because I know what you carry for them. My child, I am standing at your children's doors, and I know the prayers you pray without speaking. I know the way your heart reaches after them when they walk out into hallways you cannot walk, conversations you cannot overhear, friendships you cannot fully measure. I know the fear that rises when you think about school corridors, about locked bathrooms and quiet corners, about what they might be carrying behind their eyes while they tell you, "I'm fine." I see the online spaces you cannot monitor every second, the messages that come late at night, the images that try to stain innocence, the voices that try to shape their identity before my truth has time to settle. I see the peer pressure that feels like a tide, the need to fit in, the fear of being left out, the subtle compromise that starts as a joke and becomes a path. And I am not asking you to pretend you don't care. I am telling you that you do not have to be everywhere, because I am. I am guarding what you cannot follow them into. I am guarding their mind when anxiety tries to take a seat. I am guarding their heart when rejection tries to write a story. I am guarding their eyes when temptation flashes, and I am guarding their ears when the wrong counsel sounds confident. I put a hedge around them that fear cannot climb. I place my hand on their shoulder in rooms you will never enter. I whisper to them when you are not there to remind them. And when they feel alone, I make my presence near, even there. So I speak over your children now, confidence without pride, purity without shame, wisdom beyond their years, discernment that recognizes what is wrong even when it is popular. Let their spirit be steady. Let their mind be clear. Let their emotions be safe in my care. Where sadness has been hidden, I bring it into light with gentleness. Where confusion has tried to form their identity, I anchor them in truth. Where they have been tempted to perform for love, I teach them they are already loved. I am their shepherd too. And I speak to you, parent, because you have been carrying guilt like a second backpack. You replay the moments you snapped. You revisit the seasons you were exhausted. You wonder if what you lacked became a gap. But give me that guilt, beloved. I am not asking you to parent perfectly. I am asking you to stay close. I will give you patience when you want to react. I will give you consistency when you feel worn thin. I will give you eyes to notice what matters and courage to address what you've been avoiding. And where you have made mistakes, I am not finished. I redeem, I restore, I rebuild trust. I heal what a rushed moment bruised. Hear me, I wrote their days, and I will shepherd their steps. Their future is not fragile in my hands. Their calling is not canceled by a hard season. I know the plans I have for them, plans to give them hope and a future, and I will not lose what belongs to me. You can breathe again, you can sleep again, you can bless them and release them into my keeping. Now stay with me, because I am not only guarding the children, I am going to speak over your marriage and your relationships, because the enemy targets unity first, hoping if he can divide the voices in the house, he can disturb the peace I am restoring. My beloved, I am turning my attention now to the place the enemy has been aiming at quietly, your unity, because he knows if he can poison the words in the house, he can stir the whole atmosphere. I see the strain you have tried to manage, misunderstandings that pile up, distance that grows while you both are busy surviving, unresolved conflict that keeps resurfacing, distrust that came from broken moments, and exhaustion that makes patience feel like a luxury. I see the conversations that never finish well. I see the nights where you both turn the same way but feel miles apart. And I am not looking at you with disappointment. I am looking at you with shepherding love. I heal what divides. Fear says, it's too far gone. Fear says, you'll never feel safe with them again. Fear says, if you open your heart, you'll be hurt. But hear me, I restore, I soften, I rebuild. I take what has been hardened by stress and I make it tender again. I take what has been fractured by words and I weave it back with grace. Psalm 23 is not only guarding your doors, it is guarding your covenant. It is guarding your connections. It is guarding the way love speaks in this home. So, I am putting my hand on your mouth and on your heart. I am teaching you to listen before you defend. I am giving you humility that chooses understanding over winning. I am releasing self-control when the heat rises, and your old habits want to take over. I am restoring timing so you will know when to speak, when to pause, and when silence is not punishment but peace. I break the cycle of escalation in this house, the sharp tone, the quick assumption, the old accusation, the slammed door, the cold withdrawal, the regret afterward. That pattern will not disciple your family. My peace will. And to the one who is listening and you feel alone in this single, divorced, widowed, or waiting, do not wear shame like a label. You are not behind. You are not less. You are not disqualified from a covered home. I am your shepherd too, and I guard your heart from comparison and your mind from lies that say you are forgotten. And to blended families and co-parenting homes, where dynamics can feel complicated and tender, I give you grace that is practical wisdom for boundaries, calm for transitions, favor for cooperation, and protection over the children caught between adult pain. I will help you be steady. I will help you be honorable. I will help you be free. Now stay with me, because unity is not only attacked through loud fights, sometimes it is attacked through hidden doors that have been open for generations. And we are going there next. We are going to address the patterns, the pressures, the spiritual agreements that have tried to live in your bloodline, and I will close them. My beloved, I am not only addressing what happened this week, I am addressing what has been happening for years. I am putting my finger on the hidden doors, those quiet entrances the enemy has used, because they were familiar, because they were inherited, because nobody taught you that you could shut them. And I am not saying this to overwhelm you. I am saying this because I am your shepherd, and I do not heal halfway. I go to the root. I go to the bloodline. I go to the pattern. I see the anger that keeps repeating quick tempers, harsh words, then regret that sits heavy in the chest. I see addiction that has tried to mark your family, substances, secret habits, coping that numbs pain but multiplies bondage. I see absent fathers who were not present, mothers who were emotionally gone because they were trying to survive, love that felt conditional, affection that felt unsafe. I see a poverty mindset that whispers, "It will never be enough," even when I am providing, even when I am making a way. I see infidelity that tried to normalize betrayal. I see abuse, what was done to you, what was spoken over you, what you were forced to carry in silence. I see anxiety that has run like a current through generations, and depression that has sat in rooms like a shadow no one knew how to name. I see chronic conflict, constant tension, constant blaming, constant walking on eggshells, as if peace is a stranger in this house. I see it, child, and I am not intimidated by it. Hear me clearly. That cycle ends in this house because I am rewriting what was handed down. What your family called normal, I call broken, and what I call broken, I restore. You will not be doomed to repeat what hurt you. You will not be trapped in what you watched. You will not be sentenced to what was modeled. I am giving you a new inheritance, one shaped by my presence, not by your past. And I speak Isaiah 54:17 again, not as a slogan, but as a sword. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Not the weapon of inherited rage, not the weapon of addiction's craving, not the weapon of abandonment's wound, not the weapon of shame that keeps you quiet, not the weapon of fear that keeps you braced. The weapon may have formed through generations, but it will not prosper through you. I break agreement with it. I close the door to it. I silence its claim over your name. So, bring me what you've been carrying like it's part of you. Give me the heartbreak you learned to live with. Give me the memory you keep minimizing. Give me the coping you keep justifying. Give me the family story you thought you had to accept. I will not waste your story. I will heal you in the very places you thought disqualified you. I will turn what tried to bind you into testimony that sets others free. And you will look back and realize, the curse stopped with you because I stepped in and shepherded you out. Now, come closer, because I don't only protect you, I honor you. Let me anoint your head, because I am marking you and this household as mine. Come closer, my beloved. You have carried enough for long enough, and you have fought battles you didn't have language for. Now let me anoint your head with oil, because this is not a poetic line to admire, it is a spiritual act, a consecration, a marking. When I anoint, I am setting you apart. I am saying, This one is mine. I am placing heaven's recognition on you and on this household. I am declaring that what is under my covering will not be treated as common. It will not be treated as accessible. It will not be treated as unclaimed. Your home is not ownerless. Your family is not abandoned to chance. My presence is the seal. I am marking the doorposts, yes, but I am also marking the people inside. I am touching the places where stress has lived so long you thought it was your personality. I am touching the places where fear sat in your chest and called itself wisdom. I am pouring oil where your mind has been loud, where your heart has been guarded, where your body has been braced. And as this anointing settles, heaviness must lift, confusion must clear, the fog must break. Because my spirit does not enter a home to coexist with torment, my spirit enters to govern. So I breathe on this house now. Let the Holy Spirit fill every room, every corner, every hallway, every closet you avoid, every space you rush past. Let joy return where laughter has been rare. Let clarity return where decisions have felt heavy. Let light return where you've been surviving on dim strength. I replace heaviness with the oil of gladness. I replace dread with quiet confidence. I replace chaos with order. This home will know what it feels like to exhale again. And I speak healing within these walls. To the stomach knots that tighten when the phone rings, release. To the headaches that come from carrying everyone else, ease. To the tension in the neck, the jaw you clench through the day, the shoulders that never drop, soften. To panic that rises at night like a wave, be still. To the racing thoughts, the tight chest, the trembling hands, the fatigue that won't explain itself, I am restoring you. I am calming your nervous system. I am steadying your breathing. I am teaching your body safety again, because you are not in this alone. You are under my care. And hear me, child, you are still welcome here. Even if your home has felt like a battlefield, even if you've felt ashamed that it hasn't looked peaceful, even if you've whispered, Lord, I don't know how to fix this. I am not asking you to perform wholeness. I am bringing it. Your home can become a sanctuary again, not because you are perfect, but because I am present. My anointing does not come to decorate your struggle. It comes to define your atmosphere. This household will be known by my peace. Now stay close, because the anointing is not only for protection, it is for provision and confidence. And now, as surely as I mark you, I prepare a table for you, even in the presence of your enemies. And yes, my beloved, I prepare a table for you even in the presence of your enemies. Not after they leave, not only when the pressure disappears, right there in the same season where intimidation has tried to stare you down. Right there, while accusations have been whispered, while legal threats have tried to make you feel small, while sickness has knocked on your body, while gossip has moved through conversations you couldn't control, while spiritual harassment has tried to disturb your sleep, while fear thoughts have marched through your mind like they own the place. I am not startled by what surrounds you. I am not overpowered by what is loud. I am not delayed by what is complicated. I set a table anyway. Because hear me, I do not always remove the scene immediately, but I change the outcome, and I change your posture within it. The enemy wanted you to live braced, scanning every room, checking every tone, reading every message with dread. Preparing for impact like peace is a luxury you can't afford. But I am teaching you a different way to live. I am teaching you to sit down while I stand guard. I am teaching you to receive while I handle what you cannot. I am teaching you to stop striving for safety and start dwelling in it, because I am your shepherd. So I speak calm into your bones. I speak steadiness into your chest. I speak quiet into your mind. You will eat in peace. You will breathe in peace. You will sleep in peace. Not because the enemy suddenly became kind, but because I became undeniable. I spread provision in front of pressure. I serve you clarity in the middle of confusion. I give you strength while weakness is still nearby. I give you joy while the war is still trying to talk. And as you take your seat at my table, you will feel your shoulders drop, because you were never meant to live on high alert as if I am not God. Stop scanning, beloved. Stop rehearsing every worst-case scenario. Stop trying to outthink tomorrow. Come, let your nervous system learn trust again. Let your mind unclench. Let your spirit stop pacing. Give me the file you keep reopening. Give me the conversation you keep replaying. Give me the case you cannot control. Give me the symptom that has frightened you. Give me the voices you cannot silence. I am not asking you to pretend the enemies aren't there. I am asking you to stop bowing to them. Sit with me, receive with me. Let my presence be louder than their threats. And now, stay close, because the table is not the end of my kindness, it is the beginning of your assurance. I am going to speak overflow over you, because you have feared running out for so long. But I tell you now, your cup is not running out. Your cup is running over. And because your cup is running over, hear me, what overflows is not only provision, not only strength, not only relief for this moment. It is a future that is being pursued by my goodness. For too long you have lived like fear is the one that follows you, like loss is waiting around the corner, like chaos is assigned to your address, like you have to wake up and outrun the next bad headline, the next phone call, the next wave. But I am turning the chase around. Surely, surely goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life, not some of your days, not only the days that feel easy, all your days, the days you can plan and the days you cannot, the days you feel strong and the days you feel tender, the days you are celebrating and the days you are just trying to make it to bedtime. My goodness is not a visitor, it is a pursuer. My mercy is not a rare moment, it is a covering that keeps pace with you. Fear does not get the final word. Fear does not get to trail your family like a shadow. I do. So, I bless your tomorrow before you arrive there. I am already in the morning you are worried about. I am already in the appointment you keep thinking about. I am already in the school day that makes your stomach tighten. I am already in the commute, the travel, the flight, the road, the intersection, the parking lot. I am already in the meeting, the deadline, the interview, the hard conversation, the paperwork, the waiting room. I am already in the phone call you are afraid to answer, and the one you don't even know is coming, and I am not standing there wringing my hands. I am standing there as shepherd. Say it with me until it settles your mind. I am ahead of you. I am with you. I am behind you. I go before you to make crooked places straight. I walk beside you, so you do not collapse under the weight. I come behind you to close doors you forgot were open, to cover what you missed, to heal what tried to linger, to keep the enemy from circling back and reclaiming ground. You are surrounded, beloved, not by threat, but by presence. Now lift your eyes and become a witness of what I am doing. Watch for evidence. Watch for peace, where you used to spiral. Watch for protection, where you used to fear disaster. Watch for conversations that soften, apologies that come easier, laughter that returns without forcing it. Watch for restored relationships, for new boundaries that don't feel like guilt, for wisdom that shows up right on time. Do not only count what went wrong, testify about what I kept from touching you. Do not only remember the nights you were scared, remember the nights I carried you into sleep. My goodness leaves fingerprints. My mercy leaves a trail. And now stay with me, because we are not ending with a hope that floats, we are ending with a seal that stands. Now we seal everything in a final, continuous prayer over every door. So now, my beloved, we seal it. Not with panic, not with superstition, but with promise. Not with you trying harder, but with you surrendering deeper. I am the Lord your shepherd, and I am actively guarding what you cannot watch. So breathe, and let your shoulders drop. Release what you can't control. Let me carry what you were never meant to carry. I seal every doorpost of this home in my name, the front door, the back door, the garage door, the side gate, the sliding door, the threshold you step over every day without thinking. I seal the windows, every view, every opening, every place light comes in and where fear tries to whisper at night. I speak Psalm 23 over this address. The Lord is your shepherd, you shall not want. You will not lack protection. You will not lack peace. You will not lack guidance. I make you lie down in green pastures. I lead you beside still waters. I restore your soul. Restoration is happening in you, and restoration is happening in this house. I stand watch over every bed, over every pillow that has caught tears, over every night that has felt long, over every child who has tossed and turned, over every parent who has listened for sounds and tried to stay awake to feel safe. My word says in Psalm 121 that I will not slumber and I will not sleep, so sleep is safe again. Rest is holy again. Night is not your enemy. I cover your breathing, your heartbeat, your nervous system, your mind when it races, your body when it aches. I command peace to settle into your bones. I command fear to loosen its grip. Peace, be still. And I seal every room, not just the spaces you keep clean, but the spaces you avoid, the living room and the conversations that happen there. I put my gentleness on your tongues and my wisdom in your timing. The kitchen and your provision you will not want, because I am here. The hallway where tension used to pass each other without healing, I make it a corridor of mercy. The bathrooms, the closets, the corners, the phones, the screens, the calendars, the mail, the checkbook, the to-do list, every ordinary place where anxiety tried to live, I speak order, I speak light, I speak calm. I seal the relationships in this home, marriages, friendships, parent and child, sibling and sibling. I break the cycle of sharp words and silent treatment. I break the pattern of escalation and regret. I restore unity. I restore safety. I restore tenderness. And I close the hidden doors that have tried to enter through generations. Anger, addiction, shame, confusion, fear. That pattern ends here. Isaiah 54:17 is present tense over you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Not the weapon that came through family history. Not the weapon that formed through trauma. Not the weapon that formed through stress. It will not prosper in this household, because I am guarding every door. I seal your schedule and your travel, every commute, every appointment, every school day, every trip, every road, every flight, every late night drive, every parking lot, every meeting, every waiting room. I go before you. I walk beside you. I come behind you. I cover what you missed. I close what you forgot was open. I establish my peace as the atmosphere of this home, and I make my presence the loudest voice in every room. And now, beloved, receive this quiet assurance. You can rest now. You can stop scanning. You can stop bracing. I am guarding every door. If you know someone who has been guarding their family in fear, share this with them tonight, and let my peace reach their house too. And if you want nightly psalm prayers over your household, subscribe and stay close, because I will keep speaking peace over your rooms, your sleep, and your future. And as your declaration write, every door in my home is guarded by the Lord. And if you want me to pray specifically for your family, leave your prayer request in the comments. Tell me who you're covering, and I will meet you there.